Hey there, Stampers. It's Sandy McManus with NeedsRibbon.com and bringing you your greatest Stampin' Up! Products. Oops, I should put my glasses on. Live at 5 this Friday, April 6th we are. Just sitting down here. Oops. Anyway, we are live at 5 and I'm having a little trouble getting in my chair. Friday afternoon problems. Live at 5. Hopefully my lighting's better. I honestly can't tell. I played with some things. I'm working on it. I'm trying to bring you the best videos. And I am having problems with where my feet go. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's still kind of... Anyway, I'll keep working on it. Bear with me. I'm always working on that. And so today I wanted to talk about the Stamparatus, which is a new product to Stampin' Up. The Stamparatus is a fairly new idea as far as the crafting world goes. Anyway, or stamping world actually is what it relates to. The Stamparatus is a stamp positioning tool. And for those unfamiliar with what a stamp positioning tool is, it's where you can take your stamp and put it basically anywhere on the paper. And the beauty of that is you can do it consistently. So if you need to make 10 of a card, you will consistently... Ooh, I just thought of something. I'm going to pause that because we used to have the Stamp-A-Majig and I meant to grab that, so hold on. I had to put my microphone down. I risk strangling myself. So hold on. Poor planning. Stamp. I'm looking for it. Stamp. I can't find it. Phooey. I need a magical assistant. Sorry about that. I'm not going to say it was poor planning. I just actually completely forgot because I got so caught up in something else. The Stamp-A-Majig is how we used to do this, and it still had a lot of limitations. I'm not going to set it completely up. Oh, look, we have one set up where you could, let me move this out of the way so you can kind of see, and see my lovely new backdrop. Where you put your plastic sheet, you line up your Stamp-A-Majig T, you put your stamp down, and that way you knew exactly where it was going to line up in relative to this. And then, like, if I wanted a bird here, put the stamp down, wanted a bird up here, that, and so on and so on. That's old school now. So now other companies have stamp positioning tools out there. I will tell you honestly, and this is not prejudice or anything, not at all. Stampin' Up's is actually the best. It was created by demonstrators, for demonstrators, in a very unique fashion, where they never actually got to see or play with the product, but there was a whole group of, I don't know how many, 100, 200 or whatever, that would add in ideas and keep going back to the drawing board and eventually came up with what we call the Stamparatus. So a little history of how it's made. It's very cool. This is the brochure that comes with it. You can kind of get an idea. Okay, how about we see the bloody thing? I unboxed mine for the first time today. And it's kind of set up for what I'm going to demonstrate. But maybe I should show you what I made. I did have some boo-boos on here because I was rushing. I've actually been working on my taxes all day today, so... This is one, and I dropped something there, so bear with me. They're not perfect. I'm playing with it. I'm learning. I've watched videos. I certainly have talked to others that have played with it, but anyway, so I'm learning. But the cool thing is, okay, let's go over first things first. It comes with, oh, both mine are set up. Poop. Good planning. It comes with 2 super strong magnets that are stored on the underside. Here, I'll just take these off because I need to show you how to put them in anyway. And if you're a demonstrator, please weigh in and tell me if I'm doing this right or not. 2 super strong magnets. This whole base is magnetized. It has a magnet built in around it, and then they molded the plastic over it. You do not want to put those together. They are so strong that they will kind of clump and break, I've heard in some cases, not always. So one of the recommendations, and I'm going to do it right now live, that I've heard, so they don't get stuck together and you can pull them apart. That's sometimes when they break, is when I'm using some retired washi tape that is rose gold. It's gorgeous. Or copper, actually. And I'm just going to make a tab. I don't know. I can take this off. I'm just doing this live. I'm just kind of truly, like I do a lot of my lives. I'm just wigging that. So I'm going to wrap those around. Now I may redo this when I'm not live. And I could trim that off. I didn't bring scissors. But that makes for a nice secure tab. And I'll do that to the other one. I'll trim that off later. But I just wanted to show you, that helps pull them apart. It also helps keep them from snapping together, I've heard. So there are other ways to do it too. Anyway, let's go back to the Stamparatus. So here's what you get. It's about, well, we got measurements right here. It's 8 by 8, 8 inches by 8 inches. It feels really substantial when you pick it up. It has a grid here, but you need your foam mat for clear stamps. So I need the foam mat, otherwise you'd pull it out. Okay. It comes with 2 plates, which is part of what is unique to ours, and they are double-sided. You can use both sides. There is a grid etched into it for helping with if you're super picky on positioning. But here's the coolest thing, and I'm going to show you. I kind of whipped up an idea of how to show you this. This is not my best presentation on this, but I thought, why does everything in my camera look magnified? Anyway, but here's the cool thing. Look, okay, to put your plates in, you go straight down and they lock. Pull straight up, so 90 degrees to the base. And you can do this. So you could keep moving your image down your paper without having to move your paper, and you know exactly where it is going to go. Same goes, they're interchangeable. So you get two sides, both ways, boom, boom. Okay? Put this one in and put this one in. You can't store them with the plates in. You just pull them out of their little holders to store. Wish I hadn't set this up, but to store them, like take it out and go like this. That makes sense. So opposite of the hinges, or opposite of where the hinges go in. Okay. Just some basics, and I will be going over this more when I have a little more time to do something a little more substantial than. I feel kind of like I'm rushing today because I need to get back to my taxes and life. This is my life though. Just a bunch of, I recommend that you read over this. It does come in multi-languages, of course, because we are an international company, but it just talks about what comes with, some tips. And I've also heard, okay, well, let's get stamping. Okay, so let's start with, this is what I first made, and obviously I didn't position things very good, but I will show you how you do all that. So that one's junk. We're actually going to put that in the garbage right now. This is the other one that I made, which I will turn into a card. I'll show you how to do this so everything lines up perfectly. It's awesome. Oh, the other things to talk about with the Stamparatus of what is cool about it. See how that just sounds like it locks it in place. So you want to put your paper up here. I mean, obviously you could elsewhere, and there are 2 magnets. I only need one because I'm shoving mine in the corner for this. Some other reasons that you might want a Stamparatus is not only precision stamping and knowing exactly where it's going to go on your card. The other thing I was thinking about it would be good for is people with disabilities. If you have multiple sclerosis or Parkinson's and you shake a little bit, or some neurological conditions like I have some osteoarthritis, and I have days where my wrist shakes quite a bit. And so now I finally revealed that. Anyway, this would help with that because you don't have a block. Everything is secure. Once you put your stamp in place, and again, I set this all up already, so that's kind of a bummer. Didn't think this through. I'll have to do another presentation. You can see I've been loving it already. So first thing you want to do is put your stamp down on your paper where you want it. So imagine that I've just put my stamp down on my paper. Then you bring this over to pick it up and stick it. You just kind of push down and it sticks really well. And apparently because it's inky. So this is the outline. So I'm going to stamp my outline first. Ink it up. If your Stamparatus plates get dirty, don't worry about it. You can just wipe it off, but it will not stamp on your paper. It's impossible for it to. So keep a cloth handy just in case. I'm being very messy today because I'm not taking a lot of time. Again, and let's see, I didn't ink it up very good there. So, the beauty of the Stamparatus, the magicalness that be with a stamp positioning tool. And I think it's going to run about $45. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it'll be $45. It'll be available June 1 in the annual catalog. Those lucky few who are able to pre-order them ahead of time, that window closed like December 5th, and they've recently started shipping them out, obviously, because that's when I got mine. See? It filled it in. So I want to do, like on this image, to color that in, I've got my stamp already lined up. I'm going to take and pull this out at a 90-degree angle, flip it around. My stamp's already there. That's my fill-in image. Ink it up. And also, this would be a great use for your Stampin' Spots. If any of you have Stampin' Spots, don't forget you can re-ink those too. If you're just really concerned, the plates will clean up. Not real worried about that. They're going to get messy. Look at that! But I'm not done. I set up something on my other plate. I'm using Peekaboo Peach, which is retiring soon. It is one of the in colors that is going bye-bye. You probably can't see me doing that. Okay, so I stamped up my little flower. I'm not sure I have the right fillers for these flowers, but it's good enough for today. See? Okay. But I had an image on the other side. Check this out. Flip it 90 degrees. Put your magnet back down. Flip your plate back around. Ink, 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 ink. Hopefully I inked it up better this time, but that's okay. Bodo! Take your plate out, flip it around to the other side, get your other color ink. It's like magic. Yay, stamp it up. Everybody needs this. Boom! Okay, we need more flowers. Color it in. So go back, ink up the Peekaboo Peach, press a little bit. But I also need my greeting. My greeting. So take your plate out, 90-degree angle, flip it around. I've already positioned it, so I didn't get to show you that magic. Sorry about that. That was not. Again, I'll come up with something better real soon. And Oops, I didn't ink it all the way. So, knowing exactly it's going to go back in the exact spot, dab a little more ink on there. Voila! I still missed a little. Voila! Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Blah, blah. I have actually 2 Stamparatuses, if I may tell the truth. Let me close these ink pads so I don't stick my fingers in them, because that's been known to happen. I had to go wash my hands actually before I started this because, yep, inky fingers. So I'm going to take this magnet and use it on the next one and put this just gently over aside. I was trying to be expeditious, so I set this all up ahead of time and didn't realize that I'm missing some valuable steps in showing you, but I'll just have to come back to it. So the next one I was going to show you and make it better because I kind of goobered on that. Yeah, now my fingers are all... is the other cool thing with these notches and the benefit of those notches. Oh, put my magnet down. My ink pad. Okay. And press. Oh. Wow, I am not doing so good with the inking today. Okay, I'm going to pick it up at 90 degrees, drop it back in. I'm going to ink it up again because I'm making the, actually it'll make this one, you'll see. There we go. And there's one in here, but as you can see by the notches, it's going to leave a gap. So what I did is I put this back into the first notch, and I know there are a lot of demonstrators that have tips on how to do this. This is what I came up with for today. Again, I need to work on this. Pull it over about a 1/2 inch. You can actually measure if you're really one of those people who are extremely picky, because it's about an inch gap. So that's how you're getting kind of that mid notch. So it's like 1 inch. So that's how you're getting kind of the mid step that doesn't technically exist. And this isn't going to come up a lot, but oh yeah, nope, that's right. Then I picked it up and dropped it here. See? Now I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to put my paper back in the corner because we need to color in our little I don't know, leaf flowers. I don't know. I decided to use Sweet Sugar Plum, another soon to be retiring color, and stamp. And I'm not doing this in, there is no wrong order, so I inked it up first, drop it a notch. And then I need that 1/2 step. So, because I didn't measure, it may or may not line up right. So my bad on that. But you get the idea. That's the whole thing, is I just kind of want to show you some very basic stuff today. Not bad. Not bad for eyeballing. So, oh, we have a greeting. Oh, that's right. Yes. So we had a greeting. So I set that up over here already. But I put my paper back in the corner because I just feel a little more secure with it there, even though the magnet holds it very tight. And I'm going to ink that up. Come back over here. Isn't that beautiful? Let me close my ink pads. Isn't that just beautiful? So imagine what you can do with this for stamping multiple images this way, or layering, or just even positioning some tricky things. This stamp set that I'm using today is, oh, it's right in front of me, Lovely Wishes. So I use Lovely Wishes today. I know a lot of people like Waterfront. That one actually is a very forgiving stamp set. But if you want to use the Stamparatus, excuse me, hold on a minute. Sorry about that. If you want to use the Stamparatus, because you have a lot of them and it just would be easier. And think about it. If you have 2 Stamparatuses, that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4 more surfaces to set up stamps. So like if you want to use 8 stamps on here, you could, with 2 Stamparatuses, you could set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just go to town and knock yourself out. That's part of why I got 2. There's a lot of reasons why I got 2, but that's all I'm going to get. I'm not going to order any more. But a lot of advantages. I don't know if they're going to have extra magnets. I don't know if they're going to have extra plates. I kind of doubt it. But that was one of my thoughts, was you can have multiple plates and just set up a pretty elaborate scene with having all those options, and then just keep going. So that's all I have today, is to show you the Stamparatus. A very rough form. Very simple. And just a reminder that bingo, stamp bingo, let's play bingo. BINGO, next Friday, April 13th. The dates on here are wrong because I haven't printed a new flyer. 6:30 to 8:30 at my house. You need to register by Wednesday, Thursday. I'm okay up until Thursday, but beyond that, no. I need 10 people to play. Otherwise, I'm losing a lot of money. So I need a minimum of 10 people to come play. 6 rounds, $25. There's a craft involved. It really is going to be a very fun event. Please consider it. Next Tuesday is my sandbox. You could come play with the Stamparatus. You could come play with some of my Big Shot dies or embossing folders or anything that is not a disposable, consumable product. You have to bring your own tape and paper or pay for what I have here. You're probably financially better off bringing your own. The event is free. You can bring munchies. I do have a fridge here. I do have a Keurig here. I don't have a microwave in this space. Just suggest a covered cup if you're going to bring something. It's from 1 to 4 at my house in Minnetonka. Come, play. And my card buffet coming up end of April. And I have the different pricing structure. I've gone over it before. I will go over it again in case I have some new people watching. The basic ones is 2 each of 6 cards. No envelopes or adhesive. It's 6 different styles. It's $25, or it's free with a $50 order that night. So if you want to do the basic, that means you need to provide your own envelopes and your own adhesive that night to put your cards together. Envelopes, obviously, you can take care of at home. The basic plus is the same number of cards, 2 each of 6 card styles. And oh my gosh, my cat is being crazy. 2 each of 6 styles of cards and coordinating envelopes. And that is $27.50 or free with a $55 order that night. So I provide the envelopes. Let's say you don't have any envelopes at home, but you still have to bring your own adhesive. The sticky option is the same, 2 each 6 cards. I provide the glue, no envelopes. And you only get glue, no tape runners or anything. It is a bottle of Tombow green glue that you will get. And that option is $30 or free with a $60 order. placed that night. The whole enchilada. You get the cards, you get the envelopes, you get the glue. You don't even want to think about it. You just want to show up and create. Is $32.50 or free with a $65 order that night. So there will be at least 10 different card styles, and then the options, obviously there's different greetings within each card or whatever to suit you. Whatever cards aren't made that session this month of April will be available next time until those packs are gone. So come think about it. Come join me, won't you? Lovely Wishes stamp set. It's in the Occasions catalog, which is still good until the end of May. The retirement list does come out pretty soon though, so I guess we'll find out some magic next week. The on-stage convention is, I'm trying to find it in the catalog because I don't remember the price. The on-stage is tomorrow, happening around the globe. I am not attending this time because my son, oh, there's Waterfront. It is on page 48. That's this one. And that is $17 for 16 stamps. Wow. So it comes out to $1 and change per stamp. That's a great value, people. Really great value. Okay, I missed Lovely Wishes. Wow. But yeah, I'm not going to on stage this time. Son is out of town. He's actually ironically in Salt Lake, where there is not an on stage, touring a college. And I've just got other things that I knew would have going on, and it always breaks my heart to not go. And I'm just kind of rambling today, maybe because I haven't had anyone to talk to for a couple days, so I'm talking to the camera. Sandra. Where in the heck is Lovely Wishes? Oh my goodness. I don't remember. I probably passed it, didn't I? Well, anyway, Lovely Wishes, 19 stamps. It's free. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how much it is. Why am I passing it? I know it's in here. Wow. Well, it's online. You can find it there. I'm so funny. There it is. It's $17, so you get 19 stamps for $17. Both of them are $17. They're both photopolymer. They both would work really well with the Stamparatus. So plan for getting a Stamparatus June 1 when the new catalog comes out. It is fantastic. You need this in your toolbox. Anyway, I'm going to let you go till next week. I've got to get back to taxes. Oh, what fun it is. And I hope you all have a very great, and if you're in Minnesota, stay warm and wonderful weekend, and keep being your creative best. Bye.